Yo, what's up with y'all? It's EbonOnTheTrack and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I made over $20,000 in about a month and a half from working with upcoming artists. All producers at all levels can do this method, so let's just get straight into it. Number one is finding upcoming artists that take your music serious and align with your sound. Bonus tip is finding ones that are signed to a major record label. So the way that I personally do this, number one, I look at rap blogs. So I go to places like On The Radar, Say Cheese, or any major city that has a rap blog that posts upcoming artists. The reason for this is because if you are on a platform like On The Radar or Say Cheese or something like that, obviously you take your music somewhat serious to the point that you're willing to invest in yourself to get yourself in front of a bigger audience. Those are the type of artists that we want to work with. And from there, it's a matter of scrolling through and finding ones that align with the sound that you have. Number two is going to Instagram and going to major label pages like Alamo Records or 300 Entertainment or Republic Records and going through their following. Major record labels on Instagram only follow people that are attached to them or signed to them. You'll be surprised at how many artists might only have 8,000 or 7,000 followers that have a record deal that we never heard of. And most times, if they do have a record deal, they're somewhat talented. So they're pretty good, unknown, and they have a budget behind them. Those are the people we want to connect with. So for the example I'm going to use today is an artist I found on The Radar. His name is SheTS. One day I was just scrolling through looking for artists to reach out to, and I came across a video of him performing one of his songs. And instantly when I seen it, I'm like, wow, I know I have a lot of beats that this guy would definitely hop on. When I'm creating, I hear his flow on a lot of my stuff. So from there, I went over to Instagram and I reached out to him and I just said, hey, where can I send some beats? I kept it really simple. Within a day or two, he responded, he sent me an email. I think I spent about 30 minutes to an hour carefully picking out about 4 to 5 beats that I really think he would have got on. And in about a week, he hit me back and he said, hey, my manager wants to talk to you. So his manager at the time was a woman named Bearline, who was really established in the music industry. So when she reached out to me, I was very happy. Just someone of that type of status and power in the industry knowing who I was, it just made me feel good about myself. She just said, hey, and then she told me that he rapped on one of the beats and asked me, was the vocal chop in the beat a sample? I said no, and then she said, okay, cool. Send me more beats of that style. I said, no problem, knowing that I have a laptop full of beats in that exact same style. So I'm like, this is perfect. So I continue loading them up with beats. And then eventually she hits me and says, hey, he's about to drop a project. We're using 2 of the beats that you sent. Send me the invoices and we're gonna send you some contracts. So right off the bat, just for me scrolling on a rap blog and finding someone that I feel like I could work with, now I'm in this situation, sending invoices and receiving contracts. So the first 2 songs that I did for him, I was able to get about $5,500 total. I'm gonna put the invoice in the contract right here. It could be more, it could be less. And one of those songs ended up hitting about 2 million views on YouTube. So I was pretty excited about that the songs were actually getting listened to as well. And from that happening, I was actually able to meet up with this dude in person. I was able to work in the studio with him and we were able to record more records. So after those 2 drops come out, she then hits me again and says, hey, we're about to drop a single. And then she says, send me another invoice. We're gonna send you some contracts. I think for that song, I think it was called ZM5. I think I was able to get about $3,600 for that, something like that. I'll put the invoices in the contracts right over here. So at this point, the ball's rolling. I'm really making some money off this dude, and I'm enjoying the music that I'm making. And then after that, she hits me again and says, hey, we're about to drop another mixtape. We're gonna use 3 of your songs on the album. And I'm just like, whoa, I know this check could be pretty big, bro. This is kind of crazy now. And the label that he was under at the time was Alamo Records. So I contact my lawyer, we talk about it, and I send them an invoice for $10,800. Now, up until this point, they paid all of the other invoices, paid in full pretty instantly. So I send the invoice over, she sends the contract, I sign it, and within about a week or two, $10,800 just plopped into my bank account. And I'm just like, shh. This is crazy, guys, and this is all from a DM. So all in all, with all of those songs combined, the royalties added up, I was able to make well over $20,000 within about a month and a half. You can implement this method with so many different artists that are signed, low following, they're gonna respond to you, and you can really run it up this way and create great music in the process. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you find people that you feel like you would make great music with, just reach out, man. The worst thing that can happen is they don't respond. And the best thing that can happen is something similar to what I just told you happened to me. If you want more tips and direct guidance on how to grow your music career, build your following, improve the quality of your music, and monetize it online, make sure you look in the link in the description. You can hop on a call with me and we can talk about your personal situation and see how I can help. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, guys. I wish you guys the best. Let's keep grinding.